Hello and welcome to the Instaronpa Podcast. My name is Apollo.
And my name's Nicky. There's only two of us again. Whoops. Anyways, we are here with Sho, the creator of Shovel Knight Rompa. Hello. So,
Hey.
Hi.
That is me.
Yeah. Considering we've expended most of our energy already, and by that I mean we didn't know who was doing the intro or outro for a good second. Sho, tell us about Shovel Knight Rompa. Tell the listeners who might not know what's hip and happening.
So Shovel Knight Rompa is a Rompa in which the characters of the hit indie classic video game Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope, and all the appropriate sequels are trapped within a killing game and have to kill each other. Same old.
Yeah.
It gets a bit fucky at the end, and it is currently finished. And I am working on another Rompa project, but that's not going to be ready for a year.
Damn.
It's called Group Despair. The account already exists. I think I'm going to like it more than Shovel Knight Rompa. I don't want Shovel Knight Rompa to be my legacy. I want Group Despair to be my legacy.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Before we get into questions, I want to chase this white rabbit. I want to be Alice in Wonderland.
All right.
May
What's
I
your
ask
question, Alice?
why you don't want Shovel Knight Rompa to be your legacy?
Well, towards the end, I was fine with it, but now looking back at it, I absolutely despise the way I did the first 3 chapters. I made several mistakes. The trials were all very basic because I had no idea how to do that part. And I made the stupid decision of making a first draft and then going with it. And that's why I don't like it so much. I fixed it towards the end, but the still first half of it, I think I could have done significantly better. And I plan to put a lot of effort into Group Despair, which is why I want that one to be what I'm known for.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's okay. It was only like a 1 second pause and not like a 30 second. So
I zone out so much that I okay.
Bro, that's just the Instaronpa Podcast vibe. Zoning out, maybe. Sorry, what were we doing?
An interview, I think.
Oh yeah, my bad. Anyways.
Yeah.
Apollo, you did the intro. I already asked the question. You know what, Apollo, you asked the first actual written question. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The first question comes from Emblem Rompa SD, and they ask, "What was your favorite character relationship, platonic or romantic?"
Oh.
I assume this means within my Rompa.
Yes.
I'd assume, yeah.
Mona and Baz. There are 2 characters. Mona is the protagonist, and Baz is mostly a support. And it started kind of they just talk, but as time went on, Baz kind of became a very supportive and a very reliable friend to Mona, and they just have this such a good friendship that I wish I had that kind of friendship.
Aww.
Oh.
So that one, Mona and Baz.
That's fair.
Okay, I apologize in advance if I just suddenly mute out of nowhere because I feel like I'm about to sneeze, but I don't know when it's gonna come out.
I hope to God that you go to mute and then you're like, oh, I don't have to sneeze, and then you unmute and then you just full volume mic peaking sneeze.
Okay, don't wish that upon me, gosh.
I don't wish it upon you.
Should the circumstance arise where you do have to sneeze.
Very funny. I think it would be absolutely hilarious if that happened. Because it would be painfully ironic and irony funny. I'm going to ask the next question now.
Okay.
Okay. Before I ask this next question, because they specified it in the way they typed it. Spoilers. There are spoilers in this next question.
Oh.
Ooh. Anyways. Why did you choose Mole Knight as the traitor from Wolframpa?
Of course he does. So I've never disclosed this. This is more spoilers, but the mastermind of my Rampa currently is a character by the name of Black Knight. Before that, my original plan was to have the mastermind be a character within the Rampa named Treasure Knight. And both in canon game lore and within my own Rampa, Treasure Knight and Mole Knight have a very close bond. Obviously more closer in my Rampa because there's not much lore in the actual Shovel Knight games. But Treasure Knight and Mole Knight are very close friends. So in that original plan, Mole Knight was the traitor because his friend was the mastermind. I then changed the mastermind, but didn't change the traitor. Another reason why I'm not so fond of Shovel Knight Rampa being my legacy.
Yeah. I just read the next question. Anyways, Apollo.
Is the next question bad? What?
No, I just had to sneeze. That's why you just panically muted. I'm so sorry.
The next question is just very ironic, considering you've already expressed this sentiment, or should I say, the antithesis of this sentiment.
Oh.
Okay, I'm fine. I swear. Alright, the next one is from DR Stairwell to Sin. Hi, Smash. Anyways. Hey, question. Are you satisfied with how Shovel Knight Rampa turned out?
If my point hasn't been said already, no. I mean, I like the way it ended. I don't like everything else about it.
You like the fact that it's done and over with.
I like the fact that I don't have to think about it anymore.
I didn't look ahead on these. We talked about it. You've answered a question I just made up. You've expressed your distaste for it, and then boom. Hey, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, Smash. Nicky stole your question.
Nicky.
Oh, I don't know. This is not even that funny. It's just ironic, and I love me some spicy irony.
Irony is one of the purest forms of comedy.
Oh, it so is. Oh, anyways. Oh, next question also comes from Smash, aka DR Stairwell to Sin. And also, are you going to include splash art for Group to Spare? If so, I am 100% willing to help you out. Smiley face.
Well, I'm glad Smash got a second question and didn't have his only question get sealed. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about Group Despair and splash arts. I'm not sure. Maybe, probably. Most likely, yes. But still not certain. That's my final answer.
Smash, you've heard it here first. Maybe, probably, more than likely, but not confirmed.
Yeah.
Anyways, more news at 6.
Alright. Oh, the next is not really a question. It's just an ongoing thing with Moana quotes, but
Moana lyrics.
It says, once you... Well, fuck. Once you know what
I love that line in Moana. Once you oh fuck.
Can't believe Walt allowed that in.
Oh, God. Okay, I'll ask the actual question, which is from the same person, Breathe Out Loud.
Read the lyrics.
No, finish the Moana quote.
I did finish it, but I was laughing. Okay, shit, okay. Once you know what you're like, are you there?
Thank you. Anyways, continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Who's your favorite of your cast?
That's changed about 50 times.
Fair enough.
Fair.
But I think Baz. Yes, Baz. I've explained my love for Baz earlier. The relationship between him and Mona. Imagine that relationship, but maybe toned down a bit with every other character in the cast. That's why I love Baz.
Hell yeah. need to replay Shovel Knight. That was such a good game.
I played it like a few times. While in the middle of writing Shovel Knight Rampa. No, not sorry. Like, I played it once, and then I started writing Shovel Knight Rampa, and then like near the end of it, chapter 5, I played it again, and it's come to my attention that the characters during chapter 5 and 6 are very much not like their original characters.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that adds a little beauty to it. Like, they're not going to stay the same through the whole thing. They're going to change.
Yeah. If they were unchanging, unflinching characters, that would be ridiculously boring to read.
Yeah. And if they were like that, I never would have made Mole Knight say the word bro. And he'd just be a much, much worse character.
Don't
Apollo,
do
you
that.
asked the last one, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have the memory of a goldfish and the confidence of a god. Anyways.
I know, Nikki, I know.
Yeah. Danganronpa FD asks, why did you make Mona the protag?
I've answered this one before, and it's because Mona's a fucking badass. Mona's probably, before writing the Rampa, Mona was one of my favorite characters of Shovel Knight. I didn't want the main character to just be Shovel Knight for reasons. Well, cousin Jeff, do you two care? I just spoiled. I realized I spoiled who the mastermind was, and then asked if you two care.
I mean, I don't really mind. Go ahead. You've already spoiled
I killed
mastermind.
Shovel Knight off. I killed Shovel Knight first. That's why I didn't want him to be the protagonist, because I felt the hit of having a Rampa named after the main character and then killing off the main character first. That was strong. That's why I didn't want him to be the protagonist. And when I was looking through all the other characters, I looked at Mona and thought, fuck yeah, why not?
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, you could have always just Danganronpa like V3'd his ass and just protag for one chapter and then oops, not anymore.
Oops. I wasn't confident in my writing at that point. I probably could have done that now, but he was the victim, not the killer. So I didn't know how to write him getting killed without realizing that he got killed and so.
Yeah. Fair enough. That was the last of the written questions, but I want to ask two of my own, if that's all right.
Sure.
Why? You might have vaguely expressed this, at least in the server where we are currently recording, but why did you decide to use the in-game pixel sprites, or just
I have
not
no
draw it all
artistic
yourself?
talent. That's the primary reason.
Fair.
Even if I were to redo it, which I thought about a few times, I would still use the pixel art. Again, I don't have art talent, but I also feel like, I don't know, it's just cool. It's more authentic when you have the original pixel sprites.
Yeah.
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 You actually answered the second question I was gonna ask, which was because of your express distaste of how it originally turned out. Would you ever consider redoing it?
I just answer all questions before they show up. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've thought about it a few times, and I've thought about things I would do if I were to redo it, but considering that I'm working on Group Despair, I don't find it worthy in my time to redo Shovel Knight Rampa, especially since current Shovel Knight Rampa is like 900, almost over. Hold on, let me check.
900. Oh my god.
939 posts long. I'm not redoing 939 posts.
No, I understand that.
Also, if I were to redo it, it would be longer, closer to 1,200. Because my writing style is not keeping things short.
Understandable.
So. I don't know if I ever said the things I would. Well, what was so funny?
No. I wasn't laughing at you. I promise. I was laughing at something.
I don't know if I ever disclosed what stuff I would change if I redid the Rompa. Should I just say that as well for people curious?
Disclose it. Pad the runtime. There is no God.
Primary thing I would do is I would change the way I wrote the first 3 chapters because I wrote them atrociously. I would make the murders more complex and not just up. This one's dead. Up. He did it. Up. I don't particularly like the way I wrote and told King Knights and Phantom Strikers, the first 2 killers. I don't particularly like the way I wrote their stories. I feel like they had more things to tell. Where was I? Yeah, I changed
Good
that.
Good question.
I'd probably have more time pass before the first murder. I feel like I had that happen a bit too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of added a lot of shit last minute. Like, the first 3 chapters were a bunch of nothing, and then all of a sudden that fourth chapter was a lot of stuff happened. I don't know if you two noticed. My first 3 chapters together are a combined like 100 posts, and then my chapter 4 is 230.
God damn.
So I'd try to make it so that doesn't happen. I'd try and have them be more equal.
More spread out and even.
Like, not just
peanut butter on a sandwich.
Yeah, not just like 5 days happened, and now all of a sudden, now it's a week before the next murder.
Whoopsie daisy.
Oops, no murder.
There it go.
Oops, all daily life.
Oh God, I wish.
And another thing I did, I created a new life in my Rompa. So normally it's daily deadly life. After chapter 4, during chapter 4, I created despair life, which is between daily and deadly life. I would have added that earlier.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, those are the main things.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you like to ramble about before we know?
Q. Why is it spelled U-E-U-E?
Oh my God.
It's okay. Thank you for bringing this up.
What? It's not Q-U. It's just.
It's Q. It's just the word Q is just the letter Q with 4 other letters waiting in Q.
That is smart. But also, why are the letters there?
Because the English language has no rhyme or reason.
That is fair. I remember seeing. Yeah, it goes back. Test. Okay, I think it's done. Never mind. Ah. Okay. I remember seeing that, like, if English wasn't your first language, seeing the word yacht would fucking kill you.
Seeing the word yacht kills me anyways, and English is my primary and only other, like, spoken language.
True. I kind of understand yacht. You know what I don't understand? What's that stupid I before E rule? I have never seen that work correctly.
We don't honor it.
What we like teach our kids, hey guys.
E except after C. No.
And then that we never use I before E except after C.
There's so many instances where that's just not true.
I'm not a fan of this language, but it's the only language I know.
This is why I decided to take Latin this year, not because it was easy and I couldn't fail it easy. Because what the fuck, English language?
Why don't we all just revert back to Latin?
Okay. I'm gonna go off for like 2 seconds here. Apparently there are a large amount of people who are actually trying to bring Latin back into being a spoken language. It is either devout Catholics or Omega nerds who study Latin for a living. Those are the only 2 groups who are trying in the slightest to bring it back.
I am neither of those movements, but I support the cause.
Fair.
If we just think about it, if we like, what are the base languages? There's Latin. There's whatever the Russian language is based off of.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember what it's based off of.
And then there's the
Because
whatever
all the
yeah.
Eastern languages like Chinese and Korean and Japanese and Russian, those are very much not like the Romantic languages, like German or English or French or anything.
Yeah, they're like very different.
Yeah.
So why don't we just all revert back to our root languages, and then there's only like 6 languages in the world. Life would be so much easier.
Argument. You make a great argument.
If everyone in Western Europe and North and South America just spoke Latin.
I mean, I think if I were to speak Latin, I would get really way into it, and I would just dress up like a Roman centurion and walk around like that, and I would just have like that, like, you know, Roman drip.
I don't see what's wrong with that either.
Well, I mean, I might get some odd looks.
Let's just all become
parent
Roman.
might cover her child's eyes whenever they see me walking down the street.
But if everyone's walking down the street in a toga, no one's walking down the street in a toga. They're walking down the street in casual clothing.
You are a genius, my friend. You are an absolute genius.
Yep. I just have that knowledge, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
Paula, how are you? You haven't said anything.
I've been listening to you guys talk about Romans and Latins and walking down the street for like the past 5 minutes.
Do you have any opinion?
Yeah, what are your opinions on us reverting to Latin?
The thing is like I am really bad at learning new languages, but I support the cause.
Well, we'll have it happen after I'm gone from this earth.
You won't have to learn it per se. It'll be more of the government does the funny thing where you know, they just reprogram your brain and now you learn Latin. Hey, look at that. You're a Roman.
The head of the government just snaps their fingers and now we all know Latin.
Yeah. Julius Caesar rises from his grave and snaps his fingers and says, "Weenie wee wiki," and then all of a sudden, I know Latin. Also, yeah, you know how Caesar's most attributed phrase is him saying, like, "Veni vidi vici"? No, that's not how it's pronounced in Latin, because V's made wa sounds, so it's "weenie weedy wiki," and he sounds like an idiot, and it means I came, I saw, I conquered. Imagine some dude just saying that and not knowing what it sounds or like what it's supposed to mean, and instead you just hear him making like rubber ducky noises.
If some man walked up to me going "weedy woody weeki," I'd punch him in the face and tell him get away from me.
I would probably do the same thing, especially considering because people have like reconstructed Caesar's image from statues, like busts of him. And so they've kind of figured out a rough approximation of what he would look like. And he either looks like the creepiest dude you have ever seen or an average dude from, like, New Jersey. You say that as if those two things are not coinciding with each other. I mean, listen. Anyways. Yeah. Is that enough runtime? I think it is. I'll do the outro. So, thank you guys for listening to the Instaronpa Podcast this week. We will be back next week with, I don't know yet, because we haven't figured that out. Or maybe we have, I don't remember. Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Sho, for coming on again. Thank you for having me. Of course. And Shovel Knight Romp will be linked in the description. So if you want to go read through something that is already completed, go on ahead. Go read it. And for the first 3 chapters. For those who have read it, soon I will be posting again all the free time events that were not
viewed throughout Shovel Knight Rompa's telling.
Ooh.
Did I say that sentence correctly?
Correctly enough to me. I mean,
Sure.
what am I, some linguist?
If you understand the sentence, good on you. If you don't, whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you again for, listening, being here, and all that jazz. Yeah. So, goodbye.
Goodbye.